I know there's a lot going on out there now with Doge, with, various government agencies all having like this immune response to losing funding for things that never should have had funding in the first place. But there's also other crazy stuff going on in the world out there, including a high school teacher who identifies as a cat who licks their hands and in fact also hisses at students. This is why I am, of course, a proponent of kids keeping their cell phones in class, just because we wouldn't even know about this. It would be easy for the school to cover this kind of stuff up. And this isn't even there's another crazy woke teacher every 3 days. This cat teacher isn't even the tip of the iceberg. Here, for example, this is an article. This is from just a few days ago. DEI teacher complains about Trump removing their pronouns in parody-like speech. Now, I assure you, this is not Alex Stein in some sort of fluffy suit. I just want you to hear this and see what you think. You let me know if you think this person believes what they're saying, or not.
My name is Dr. Tracy Castro-Gill. My pronouns
Doctor.
are they, them. I am a disabled queer Chicanekis educator and
the open border concept.
She is a disabled queer Chicanese instructor. I don't know what Chicanese is. Is it some sort of Indian tribe or something? I genuinely don't know. But generally when somebody has more things than would ever fit on a business card, they're probably fluffing up their resume.
My name is Dr. Tracy Castro-Gill. My pronouns are they, them. I am a disabled queer Chicanekis educator and scholar in Washington State with my expertise on curriculum and instruction.
Okay.
These are markers that were made illegal recently in the federal government.
Good.
However, my very presence and humanity is in opposition to that legislation.
Look, somebody not using your preferred pronouns isn't going to hurt you. It's not going to, it's not infringing on your rights. It's completely within their right to do, by the way.
I want to remind us that George Orwell, in his novel
here we
1984,
go.
warned us about limiting how we are allowed to define ourselves and our experiences, and how that allows fascism to take root.
Oh, fascism.
Teachers have historically held the gap between humanity and fascism.
No, they haven't. In my experience, historically, chicken the China, the Chinese chicken. But other than that, these same teachers are the ones who are, indoctrinating. That's what, in my experience is happening here. They are not, there are many good teachers, many, but this appears not to be one.
Often becoming the primary targets of fascist regimes, and we're seeing that play out currently.
Excuse me, can you keep your focus on the provisions of this bill?
Yes.
And may I also just ask, you signed in pro. Mm-hmm. Is that your testimony?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Yes, and so the fact that teachers have stood in the gap and are the primary targets are why I'm testifying pro, because of the protections for educators. Educators, as we've heard from students, are often the people who foster student identity and development, and are currently being targeted and pushed out of their positions because of this fact. I also teach at the University of Washington and hear the curriculum violence and harm and how they're being erased in their K-12 programs, much the way that I and other gender expansive people were erased by Representative McIntyre in this very room today.
I mean, again, nobody, you haven't been erased. You're totally fine. Everything's fine. Somebody didn't use your pronouns. Okay. But I mean, do we really want people who are this fragile to be teaching our youth?
Excuse me, ma'am. We don't impugn members. Please proceed carefully.
Thank you. So I ask that we amend the legislation. I am in favor of it, but we amend it to add stronger protections for educators, including
Why?
existing language in the CCDEI and the Ethnic Studies OSPI framework that provide support for teaching about race and racism.
Thank you.
No, just get fired. Just get fired. 100% fine by me. Fine by me. 100% fine by me. Just get fired. I don't really understand, why these people feel so entitled. I don't really. I mean, just get fired. And by the way, it's always teachers. High school teacher reportedly identifies as cat, licks hands, hisses at students. This person has at minimum, a kink. Can we agree on that? This person has at minimum a kink. I'm going to guess some sort of fetish, kink, whatever. They're into it, They get off on doing this. Do you think they should be a licensed teacher? Do I think that this person should be teaching my kids? No. The teacher who works at State High School, a male, I believe, has reportedly asked students, it's a female, to call her Miss Purr. Multiple students have claimed on social media. Photos and short videos first published by the Courier Mail show the teacher wearing a cat ear headband and a lanyard with the word purr on it in front of a classroom. This is a fetish that she is playing out in front of school children. That is the reality. She gets off on this. If you want to do pony play or whatever, you want to be a furry, I don't have any issue with that. I'm very accepting of, people choosing to live whatever kind of lifestyle they want. When you are now forcing it on students, or you are forcing other people to participate in your fetish, I have a problem with that. And it seems like a lot of people have this. Part of what makes it so hot for them is being able to force other people to endure it. She sits in class, licks her hands. It's absolutely disgusting. Something needs to be done about this. You can see this person is doing all, they can, I myself would like answers. It could all be innocent. I know that a lot of kids can be over dramatic. On the same post on Facebook, one mother alleges the teacher, quote, made her purr for a lollipop. Does that sound like the type of teacher that should be employed? To me, I just don't think that I want this type of person around my kids. Again, another one. I don't have to dig deep. Elementary school teacher placed on leave over classroom gender conversations. Just fire all these people. I know that there are great teachers out there. I'm not refuting that. There are great teachers out there in the world. In fact, most teachers, I would argue, are great people. Now, I don't love the Department of Education. I don't love some of the things that people decide to do. But I will say, I think most teachers genuinely care about doing the best for their students. Now, why a teacher is having conversations around gender identity with their young students, that seems odd to me. That just seems completely inappropriate. And again, I could make this video an hour long of teachers in the last 5 years that have had these type of, fetishes or whatever else that they want to play out in public, and they want to make everyone, an unwilling participant in it, in particular youths. I mean, a teacher making a child purr for a lollipop is not great. Is not great. And I mean, I think it's probably time to stop. It's time to stop. We live and let live made it this way. People like me who have always been live and let live, we're the reason it's like this. You want to do that stuff in the comfort of your own home or with a group of other adults? I can't have a problem with it. You're consenting adults. You can do what you want to do. But when you are bringing it into the schools, when you are, forcing students to partake in whatever it is that gets you off, that's where I draw the line. I'll be interested to hear all of your comments about this, though.